way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. But when it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to pour, I'll be there for you.
Hey everybody, it's Alphonse, and welcome to another edition of 21 Questions. This is a podcast I record from within the confines of my car, usually, but today we are in my house. Yeah, basically, put it shortly, Thursday, when I'm recording this, has been a very interesting day, so we're just breaking all sorts of trends lately. Anyway, in each episode, I answer 21 questions based around a certain theme each week. This week is TV, because there's nothing quite as satisfying as very quality television, especially because I got to spend Thanksgiving weekend binge watching Stranger Things Season 2. Pretty quality stuff. Ah yeah, before we continue, so given that I'm in my house, 1, there are currently people asleep, and 2, I'm still kind of sick. Thankfully, it's just coughing right now. Nothing too wrong with my voice. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna be a bit on the softer side, gonna try being a bit quick also. So, let's get the show started. Question 1. What are your top 3 favorite TV shows? Let's go with number 1. Actually, I'm not even gonna put these top 3 in any order. I'll just say like 1, 2, 3, but I have no clue how I rank them. But anyway, number 1, Person of Interest. Pretty cool show. Starts off as like a crime procedural, eventually starts introducing some more cooler elements. Maybe I'll talk more about that later. 2, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Very good quality show that admittedly has a pretty generic start, but then like as you get to later in the first season and onwards, it just ramps up. It is so good, you have to watch it. Maybe we'll talk more about that too, will not surprise me. And 3, you know what? I might change my mind about this in the future, but for now I'm gonna say it's Psych, because Psych is a gem. Interestingly enough, Psych is one of the only finished shows on my top 3, but basically, Psych is very humorous pretty often, and you find yourselves getting attached to the characters really easily. Admittedly, it's for the most part procedural. Like there are a couple of kind of overarching elements, but not nearly as much as the shows I tend to watch. But you get a sense of character development, and it's really nice to see, especially because, I don't know, the show is just such a feel-good show to go through, and I'd absolutely recommend it to anyone who's a fan of a lot of the crime-related stuffs. So, to put it short, 1, Person of Interest, 2, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and 3, Psych. Question 2. What TV show can you rewatch over and over again? I can firmly say that this one would go to Person of Interest, because oh man, each episode is basically pretty good quality almost every time, and just super fascinating, mainly because of the characters and their pasts and how they interact with each other. And the cool thing about Person of Interest is that the show starts just having its sci-fi elements kind of in the background, then they start building up until you get something really cool. Basically, I can't think of anything else like Person of Interest, really. It's really unique, and it's actually the only show that I've watched the episodes more than once. Currently, on my middle of a second rewatch, it's kind of on hiatus. Maybe I can get back to it once I watch a whole bunch of other shows that I want to watch, but I've watched the first season twice, and I'm fingers crossed hoping to be able to watch the rest of the series at least like one other time. So yeah, series is really good. I enjoyed so much. If you're a big fan of mild sci-fi elements, it doesn't go crazy like Star Trek or Star Wars, so don't worry. It's for the most part pretty grounded in realism. But if you're a big fan of computer stuffs mixed into a crime drama setting, Person of Interest, I'd go for that. Question 3. What TV show do you think is a waste of time? I'm pretty thankful that most of the shows I watch, I make sure to choose shows that are at least decent. And I don't think I've come across a series that I've watched that I felt like I've wasted my time on. But a show that I haven't watched, I feel like if I were to watch it, it'd be a waste of time, are honestly all those reality TV shows, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Jersey Shore and all that garbage. I find it garbage. It's frustrating that people like putting hijinks within this setting of reality, especially because I get a really heavy fake vibe from when I hear about these reality TV shows, and I just would not want to put myself through that. So I'm pretty thankful that I don't watch them, but reality TV shows would probably feel like a massive waste of time to me. Question 4. What was your favorite TV show in middle school? Middle school. It's really interesting because for the most part, I mainly stuck to cartoons during like elementary and middle school. I didn't really start getting on my main TV interest of today until late into high school. So, middle school. My middle school years were not defined by a certain TV show. Yeah, if anything, actually, my middle school years were more defined by my online activity than my TV show activity. So I'm just gonna leave that to be like an I don't know, because I actually don't know. Nothing comes to mind about that. Question 5. What was your favorite TV show in elementary school? Now this one I can be a bit more confident about because there's one TV show that was very dear to my heart, and it's a shame because not a lot of people probably heard of it, but it's called Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, and so good. So good. I love this so much. It's honestly a pretty good cartoon series. If you find a way of watching it, then I'd recommend it. I was personally a big fan of the main villain of the series, Skeleton King, who, fun fact, is voiced by Mark Hamill, the same guy who did the Joker and Fire Lord Ozai. Side note, Mark Hamill, really cool, and fingers crossed to get to meet him someday, but we'll see where that goes. Anyway, yeah, so Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go is my favorite show during elementary school, and y'all should find a way to see one episode. Personally, I'd recommend the season finales, like the season 1 and 2 finale. Those are the episodes that I'm kind of all like, yeah, those are the cool stuff, especially season 2 finale. I'm not going to even put in a spoiler or anything. You just go find it online. Question 6. Did you watch Dora the Explorer or Go Diego Go? Of course I watched Dora the Explorer. I feel like any child born during the 90s has to have watched Dora the Explorer at least once. It's one of those quintessential children's shows alongside SpongeBob SquarePants, maybe Caillou, maybe Franklin and Little Bear. That maybe I'm starting to push into like the they were there, but they weren't really nearly as much there as the other stuff. I don't know. But yeah, of course you watched Dora the Explorer. Question 7. What genre of TV shows do you enjoy the most? It's interesting. I don't know if I tend to enjoy a certain genre specifically. I guess the closest thing is drama, particularly serial drama, but it can't just be like, definitely not soap opera level. Yeah, I don't watch General Hospital or anything else like that. Which, side note, those shows also seem like a terrible waste of time. I was like, one episode was on the TV of some restaurant I was at, and the dialogue is so cringeworthy. There's basically one scene where there's a man with a woman, and a woman's all like, oh, I totally like you, but you're with someone. But if you weren't with someone, then I'd totally say that I like you. And it's so cringe. Never watched soap operas to their fullest. Oh, man. I'd say that serialized dramas, definitely with a fictional element. Like, Person of Interest is probably the most grounded show that I watch, but it has that fantastical element in all the computer things that get discussed and alongside a whole bunch of other things. I tend to really like the fantastical elements in a TV show. Actually, no, wait, I lied. Psych is kind of more grounded than Burst of Interest. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you listeners be the judge of that. But yeah, I guess serialized drama. Because from there I like superhero shows like The Flash or Legends of Tomorrow. I like fantasy shows like Game of Thrones. I like shows like Stranger Things, Preacher. So I guess at their core, they're all serialized dramas, but it's just a whole sort of other thing from there. So I don't know how to narrow it down by. Question 8. What show did you watch most recently? This is Stranger Things Season 2. Yeah, Stranger Things Season 2 is completely worth it. I would absolutely recommend people to watch all the Stranger Things, both Seasons 1 and 2. Especially because Stranger Things is such an easy binge. First season is only 8 episodes, while second season is only 9. So, super easy binge. Especially considering the lengths of seasons of shows that I like watching. So yeah, just go for it, seriously. Completely worth it. Question 9. Has a TV show ever made you cry? I don't know if I've ever bawled to a TV show, but I've definitely teared up. And there are definitely certain moments in Person of Interest and sort of Psych that definitely kind of get your feels up. A lot of shows I watch actually have those feelsy moments that kind of coax some tearing up. From my view, would probably be Person of Interest and Psych. So yeah. Question 10. Which TV show that you've watched has made you laugh the most? This is definitely gonna go with Psych, because Psych is a comedic show, comedic crime comedy. So yeah, it's so many funny moments, so many in-jokes that get carried over to various seasons. It's great. I like it a lot. Question 11. Which show do you think is hyped up way too much? Hyped up way too much. I don't know if I've ever watched a show that I've ever felt like my level of liking it was below that of other people's. I don't know, because for the most part, I'm pretty on the same page with a lot of other people's opinions on TV shows. Yeah, I can't think of anything where my opinion deviates that much in the lower direction from anyone else. So I'm gonna have to leave this question with an I don't know. Sorry. Question 12. If you started a TV show, what would the name of it be? Probably It's My Life, now or never. I'm gonna live forever. Nah. I mean, okay, just kidding about most of that, but like, it's my life. It's my life. I really don't know what to say. Or maybe like even silver, because my initials form the chemical symbol for silver. Fun fact though. Yeah, either it's my life or silver. Let's just go with one of those. Question 13. When's the last time you read a book for pleasure? Oh my goodness, it's been ages. Yeah, books were also the other thing that were mainly part of my middle school years. That severely dropped off during the middle of high school. So, yeah, wow. It's been ages since I've read a book for pleasure. Yeah, if you count novels. Because even then I can't think of any other physical book that I've read for pleasure. Most of my content that I like seeing are either videos or just online articles / forums / elsewhere that has typed up content. So yeah, kind of weird. I don't mind, just because I still feel like I'm getting mentally stimulated by everything, all the things that I encounter from a day-to-day basis. So yeah, it's just how it is. Question 14. How many hours a week do you spend watching TV? This semester, it's usually not at all, just because I have way too much other things to worry about. Once more, the semester sucks. That is the story of my life. Exaggerating a bit, but anywho. Yeah, essentially, for the most part, it's non-existent during the semester. Definitely as break pops up, I'm probably going to spend hours of my day watching it. I mean, I'm gonna spend at least a quarter of my day watching TV, just cause I'm a big fan of binging content. But, so, okay, actually, honestly, that probably means a lot more of my time is spent. There are a whole bunch of other things I want to do, so it's gonna be really interesting fitting in TV over my winter break. We'll see what happens. Question 15. What do you think about movies that are made into TV shows or vice versa? Basically, you just have to make something that's good. One big thing I notice with movies that become TV shows is that more often than not, the TV show conversion is considered a downgrade, which is kind of bothersome because really, just make good content. Why don't you? Why don't you just make good content? Seriously, that's all it is. Thankfully, the making a movie out of a TV show means it gets better, but still in that kind of awkward spot where it's like, oh, you're a movie, but you're based off of a TV show, so you're kind of in like that middle ground of approval. It's really weird. So typically, movies based on TV shows based on movies, they are often in a very weird place, which sucks, but it makes the exceptions to these rules that much better. I don't think I can really think of any on top of my head. Fingers crossed, That's Like the Movie coming out next month is gonna be so... Actually, no, wait a minute, I just realized this is probably gonna get uploaded in December. So fingers crossed, That's Like the Movie coming out the month that this is gonna get uploaded is good. So, yeah. Question 16. Are there any shows you want to watch that you haven't had a chance to watch yet? Oh my goodness, tons. I have a memo on my phone for exactly this. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Mr. Robot, Hannibal, Gravity Falls, Firefly plus the movie Serenity, Warehouse 13, Eureka, iZombie, Breaking Bad, Fringe, The Expanse, Fargo, maybe The Leftovers, Young Justice, Gurren Lagann, and The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. That's what I have on my list, and I'm pretty certain there might be more that I just didn't jot down. No, the big thing is that I just have all the shows that I need to catch up on, like The Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Preacher. Oh yeah, I have so much on my plate, but that'll be a very interesting thing to go through. I have way too many shows to watch. Question 18, do you have a Netflix account? I myself don't. My family does. We don't really use it these days though, but we do have an account in case we wanna do it sometime. Question 19, what's the main method you use for watching TV? Actually TV, internet, phone. I use the internet to watch my television for the most part. There are some shows that I'll have recorded on my TV itself, but 90% of the time I'm gonna be watching the computer. Question 20, have you ever watched Friends? No, and honestly, I'm probably not gonna get around to watching it. I'm just, with very few exceptions, I'm not very keen on latching on to sitcoms. The only one I can think of that I'd consider watching through the whole way of is How I Met Your Mother. Just cause that show is a bit more mindful of its arcs. I like feeling things that are cohesive and serialized, not just, oh, something happens in one episode. Oh, the next episode happens like as if nothing from the last episode mattered. I don't like that at all. So, I like my serialized shows, not some procedural jazz like what typically pops up in sitcoms and other comedic things. Question 21, can you sing the intro song for Friends, given that I have not watched the show? No, so sorry to disappoint. And with that, oh man, I can't believe we ended at that, but screw it. With that, we end our TV-themed episode of 21 Questions. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to follow the Silver and Scarlet SoundCloud account, where I'll post more episodes of 21 Questions alongside some music stuffs in the near future. Fingers crossed. I hope you all have a great day. See you guys soon.